We hear a lot about amazing medical tools that can see inside our bodies. But have you ever stopped to think about how they actually work? Today, we're going to dive into that, focusing on something that's actually more common than you might think: bone tumors, especially the ones that pop up in our feet and ankles. What doctors are looking for might just surprise you. Okay, let's start with a number: 5 to 10%. What do you think that could possibly represent when it comes to our health? It doesn't sound like a huge number on its own, but trust me, where it applies is pretty specific and really surprising. And there it is. That's the slice of all musculoskeletal tumors that are found right there in the foot and ankle. I mean, think about it. For such a small part of our body, that's a pretty significant number. And it's exactly why understanding how doctors get to the bottom of it is so important. So picture this. A patient walks in with a problem. Right then and there, a whole diagnostic journey kicks off. And you can kind of think of it like a detective story. The very first step: pop it open the toolkit to find those first crucial clues. The whole process is this really elegant step-by-step investigation. First up, you have the X-ray. It's like the scout sent out to get the lay of the land. Where exactly is this thing and what do its borders look like? If they need to know more, in comes the MRI. That's the detective, digging deeper for clues in the bone marrow and all the soft tissue around it. And finally, you've got the CT scan. The CT is like the architect, drawing up a super detailed blueprint of the bone itself, which is just absolutely essential if surgery is on the table. Now, an X-ray is a fantastic starting point. It really is, but it doesn't always tell the whole story. To really get a complete 360-degree view, doctors often need to bring in the more advanced tech to see what's really happening just beneath the surface. And this right here shows you exactly what I'm talking about. What we're looking at is an MRI scan. It gives a level of detail that an X-ray it just can't, especially when it comes to seeing all those soft tissues that cushion the bone. That kind of clarity is a total game changer for getting an accurate diagnosis. And it's so important to understand that MRIs and CTs aren't just two versions of the same thing. They're specialists with different jobs. The MRI, that's your soft tissue expert. It's the best in the business for looking at marrow and muscle. The CT scan, though, it's the bone detail specialist. It gives you this incredible, precise look at the hard outer shell of the bone, the cortex. They're not competing, they're a team, working together to give doctors the full story. So we have all this amazing technology, all these different scans, but why? Why is all of this so incredibly important? Well, it really all boils down to one single critical thing: the absolute power of getting a diagnosis that is both early and accurate. To really get what's at stake, you have to look at the different types of tumors. And here's the good news. Benign tumors, the non-cancerous kind, are way more common. Malignant or cancerous tumors are much more rare. But the catch is they can be very aggressive. And what's interesting is that this isn't just a local thing. Data from all over the world, including from hospitals in Pakistan, shows this same trend. So the whole point of this entire imaging process is to figure out which one it is, and to do it as fast as humanly possible. A quote from our source material really just hits the nail on the head. It says, "Early diagnosis is crucial to prevent morbidity and limb loss." Let that sink in. This isn't just about treating some condition. It's about protecting a person's quality of life, the ability to walk, to move, to live normally. That's the real-world impact of everything we've been talking about. So we've walked through the whole imaging toolkit, right? From that first scout mission with the X-ray all the way to the detailed architectural plans from a CT scan. All this knowledge, it's power. It helps you understand what's happening behind the scenes. And that brings us to one final, really personal question. What signals is your body sending you? Because being informed is truly the first step toward taking charge of your own health.